I know my background is different. It's a rainy day today, so I will be inside. I want you guys to be able to hear me clearly. We have one of the best coaches on the Colorado staff, Coach Mathis. He speaks about Travis Hunter, Cormani McClain, upcoming spring camp, Deion Sanders, all of those things. I do have an upcoming interview with Tyler Brown. What's good, YouTube? Mag Dog TV back with another video. If you're new here, stopping by for the first time, hit the like, subscribe button, comment. I really appreciate it. Also, click the notification bell. That way, whenever I upload a video, you guys be aware.
All right, Coach, I'll hit you with the first one, then we'll let them ask questions. These are the guys that cover us most on a daily basis. Just how your time in Boulder's been so far, and then I'll hand it over to them.
Yeah, it's been refreshing, I say. I guess first coming up here, not really understanding what it was going to be like. But I just can remember back, because I'm from Texas, so I remember Colorado being in the Big 12 and understanding the type of brand of football that was played here with the guys before. So getting here and seeing, how far it has not been what is expected around here. Talking to some of the former players and just trying to see the mindset of the kids. It wasn't the Colorado football that I'm used to seeing on Saturdays when I was in Texas. So, once I got here and understood that, and I knew, why we was called here to get that job, get it back to where it needed to be.
You can just feel the vibe. They want to win in Colorado. You hear Coach Mathis speaking about some of the former players that played at Colorado want to know how the current players' mentalities are. And then you see Coach Prime meet Miss Peggy, and you can just feel that environment. I can give you guys so many more examples.
Hi, Coach. Nikki Edwards, CU Sports Report. You and Coach Prime have had a relationship all the way back to the Dallas Cowboys when you were an undrafted free agent. He came there. You guys are both playing the position. What did you learn from him during that time, during the NFL, and how did that relationship kind of blossom from that first encounter?
Wow. I guess he really took me under his wing. People what they don't understand is he wasn't there because he was still playing baseball when I first got there. So he didn't go to spring football. He wasn't there. He'd fly in every now and then, but it was something about me. Just the way he saw me practice, the way I handled myself on the field, that made him pour into me, and it just continued. Everywhere I went, he's always been a mentor of mine. I think like he does, so I'm really an extension of him on that, on the field, especially in coaching, because he taught me the majority of the things that I know at that position. So, and that's why, this is probably. To be the corners coach anywhere with him would probably be the hardest job for anybody, because he's the best ever played the game. So I think it gives him a sense of a relief that I can coach him, because I'm speaking the same language and he don't have to really go out there and touch him. So he trusts me to relay the messages to these DBs, even though we have different paths on how we got to the NFL. He was the first round draft pick. I was a free agent, but the grind is still the same. People don't understand how hard and how much he works, and they just look at his athletic ability when he played. But he was probably the hardest worker on the field. And when I played with him, I was the backup, but I never got to practice because he took every rep in practice. So it wasn't like that he would come in and practice 2 or 3 plays and come out. But he would practice every play, him and Michael Irvin would go at every play. So the competition that he's expecting, I know what he's talking about. And I know that's why he's successful, and that's why he's the best at the game, best corner ever played the game, because he practiced like that every day.
That was very well said, man. I hope some of those players at Colorado can hear this interview, because Coach Prime worked his behind off as a first-round pick as if he was undrafted. That's basically what Coach Mathis is saying, man. And I've seen some of those players at Colorado right now half-stepping. They 5 stars, but they not getting all the reps. Shout out to Jimmy Horn Jr. Jimmy Horn Jr. is the example of what Coach Mathis is talking about.
Hi, Coach. Adam Tiger from 24/7 Sports. With Travis Hunter, what is it about him that separates him from the average corner? And I was also curious, was he ever really healthy for you during his freshman season?
Yeah, Travis is a unique player, and he has great skills. He has his competition, his competitiveness is out the door. Him being a corner, he's a different type of corner. You know, he's really just a football player. And I tell Coach Prime this when we was recruiting him, and I watched him on film. I said the difference between Coach Prime, Charles Woodson, and all these other guys who played two-way, they were more corners playing playing receiver. And when I look at Travis, I see Travis more as a receiver playing DB. He just had his skill level was just out the door, especially when we're talking about ball skills. Now he's raw at both positions, receiver and DB, but his competitiveness, his willing to be the best on the field, want to be the best on the field no matter who's out there, that's what makes him a high-level player, because he's so competitive. He wants to be the best at what he does, so he studies hard, and he really go out there and give it all. But as you said, he was not healthy last year. He went through some injuries with his ankle that he had in high school and never really got back to 100%. I think the first game he played, he came in there, we had a conversation with me, him, and Coach Prime right before the game, and he said he was 80%, and I knew. And me and Coach Prime both knew that he was not even close to being 60%. But he went out there and played, he had a great game, and then re-injured, and you know, that just kept lingering on during this year. He had a chance to get healthy. I think he's going to be ready to go now.
I have a lot of respect for Coach Mathis. Whatever he say, I'm going to believe, you know. And I feel like Travis Hunter is a hard worker, but when I'm watching these videos on Well Off Media Channel, I'm not seeing him get all the reps. I'm not seeing him hungry yet. So maybe we will see this on down the line. I feel like he's a very good football player. I agree. I don't know about if he's better at wide receiver than DB after what I saw in one-on-ones. I know it's just 2 plays. We will see what happened. But again, these are coaches that played on the NFL level, so whatever they say goes. Hopefully we can see some of those flashes of what they're saying in upcoming videos.
Hey, Coach, Jake Schwannis, DMVR Sports. On the other side of that, with Cormani McClain coming in, what does that allow you guys to do defensively, having 2 corners that talented?
Well, just looking at we'll start from the head coach. We're probably the only place in America that's going to start from the outside ends with our corners, because that's who he is. That's what we want to build our brand on. We want to make sure our guys on the outside are locked down, and we got 2 good ones. All right, now they need work, but and they're gonna get work. I'm saying, but we got 2 good ones on the outside that's gonna allow us to do what we need to do on the inside on the defense to make plays. Both of those guys are young, and they got a lot of technique work that they need to work on, but that's what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be my job to make sure that those guys are playing at the top and being the 2 of the best corners in the league. You know, that's what the people in the write-up say they good. I'm saying it's going to be up to me to make them good. I'm saying, and I'm going to push them every day. I don't care if they 5 stars, 6 stars, no stars. We're going to work them hard, and we're going to train them up right to make sure that they doing the best thing to make this Colorado defense great.
Hey, Coach. Tyler King, Denver Gazette. You mentioned, obviously Coach Prime being one of the best corners of all time, but also your coordinator, Charles Kelly, has coached secondary players, corners, safeties for a long time. Just curious what it's been like working with him so far, and just kind of how those conversations have been as you guys have kind of, discussed what you guys are planning to do defensively.
Hey, it's been a pleasure, man. I'm saying I've learned a lot in the 3 weeks he's been here. Just the technique things and just how he sees the defensive backfield and how he understands all the ins and outs of calling defenses, and understanding that he's done it at a high level. He's coached guys at the high level to be successful. But everybody in that room, in that defensive coach's room, are just like taking notes on everything that he does, because he's just like Coach Prime when it comes to some of the little things. He writes down everything. He got things go back when he was at Florida State. I'm talking about notes. So those things right there, we are all learning from him, and it's going to help us be better coaches. And it's just been every day. I'm in his office just trying to learn something new, and he's same way. He feeds stuff off me, and I'm like, why you asking me? You know what I'm saying? But it's been a pleasure, man. and I enjoy them.
One of the things that I love about these coaches is that they have a willing to learn, willing to put their pride to the side and have another coach show them what they need to know. And this is a big key part of being a very good coach. He also mentioned about giving technique to these DBs. Saying these DBs need technique. He don't care if they're a 5-star, 6-star, even a 1-star. He's willing to help them and show them the game. And I think this is going to be very helpful for Travis Hunter and Cormani McClain.
Anything else for Coach Mathis? Go ahead, Nikki.
You and Andre Hart have known each other for a very long time, coached at Trinity Christian School, back with Coach Prime. When did you guys first initially meet each other, and how did that relationship start?
Woo! I think Coach Hart came. We had another guy that coached with us, that played with us, played with me and Coach Prime at the Cowboys. Brought Coach Hart up, and he wanted to start coaching the youth football with us. So actually, we gravitated to Hart. Hart was all ears, and he wanted to learn not only about football, but also how to be a mentor, because we was mentoring kids using football. So he really understood what we was trying to do in the community, and he understood that that this was a good thing that we had going, man. And Hart just came in, and man, we just loved him up. You know what I'm saying? And he's been so great. You know what I'm saying? Teaching our kids, whether it be at the high school level, all the way up to Jackson State, man. He's one of the young up-and-coming coaches, and he's willing to do anything, man. I'm saying a lot of the kids, it's not going to be a player that you talk to about Coach Hart that don't love him. You know what I'm saying? Because he puts everything into it. He played at Kansas State. His story is incredible. So if you get a chance to listen to his story, and you will see why the kids gravitate to him.
All right, thanks, Coach. Appreciate your time.
So my final thoughts, it was a very good interview. He mentioned some things about Coach Hart. I will have Coach Hart interview coming up very soon. Some of you guys want Charles Kelly. Some of you guys want the D-line coach. Some of you guys want so many other coaches. And I promise you, I'm going to give you guys a new coach every single day leading up to spring camp. I also have an upcoming interview with Tyler Brown. You guys hear me talk about him all the time. I'm very thankful that he's taking his time, considering how busy they are, to be in the interview. It will be on February the 12th. If you guys want to participate with Mag Dog TV, drop a comment in this video and let me know what kind of questions you want me to ask Tyler Brown. Keep in mind, I can't get to all of the questions, but I want you guys to be a part of Mag Dog TV. I will have some upcoming t-shirts and things like that for you guys if you guys want to rock a Mag Dog t-shirt, because at the end of the day, without you guys, I wouldn't be here today. If you guys like the video, definitely subscribe to the channel, and I'll continue to get more content out to you guys.